So why is producing force in the right direction so important? When we look at things like sprinting or just movement in general, the best way for us to maximize our athletic output and our movement quality is to maximize the amount of forces that you put in that distance that you're trying to travel. So if I'm sprinting in a straight line, I want to make sure that I'm trying to create as much horizontal force as I can, that I'm able to propel myself horizontally to get myself to that 10-meter mark as quickly as I can. If I'm sprinting and I'm very upright early on, I'm not creating a whole lot of horizontal projectile forces. And so I'm not necessarily going to be able to break that initial inertia, and I'm not going to be able to accelerate quickly to that 10-meter mark. If I'm creating a lot of vertical forces early, my body's going to essentially just be a result of where I'm putting the forces. So my body's going to become very vertical. My shins, my legs, everything is going to become very vertical, and I'm going to travel less distance. I'm still going to get to that 10-meter mark. It's just going to take a little bit longer. And so anytime I'm trying to do a movement, I'm just trying to maximize my technique. And so technique is more often than not related to biomechanics, joint positions. In rowing, we look at not even just joint positions, catch angles with the oar, that sort of thing. We're just trying to maximize every little process along the spectrum of our specific movement and figure out where we can optimize those corners to get the most out of our force application. Because you can apply force, but if you're applying force in a wrong way, you're not going to do anything with it. If I'm looking at someone doing a vertical jump, especially in youth athletes, a lot of times you'll see youth athletes collapse their knees in. They'll get a valgus knee fall. Basically, their knees are caving in, which means when they go to jump, a lot of the force being placed, not only potentially bad for the knees, but you translate that down to the feet, and there's more force pushing outwards against the ground rather than pushing directly down into the ground, which helps the athlete get up more. So you're kind of just looking for symmetry as you're working up through the limb and seeing how that relates to the intended output of what you're trying to create in your movement. But very simply, like, the direction you're applying force is super important because it's the only way to maximize all of the force that you're generating and make sure it's translating into the intended movement that you're trying to produce. Hopefully that's enough for this question. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys got any questions or you got something you want to add to this video, then just make sure you leave a comment down below and I will do my best to answer and integrate it into this new series that I'm starting, Becoming a Better Athlete. And so right now I'm just starting off with the very basic questions. And then as we build through, we can start getting more specific as to what exercises we can do to build certain qualities or target certain energy systems and that sort of thing. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace. I'll see you guys.